If you want to get yourself a ton of gold early game in Dragons Dogma 2 with very, very little effort, then this is exactly what you should be doing. So step 1, unlock Melve and Checkpoint Rest Town. They are here on the map. Step 2, go to Melve and head to this store, which is here on the local map, and you're going to purchase from the guy inside. 3, buy the max amount of apples and grapes. Step 4, go outside to the bench and doze off as many times as it takes to ripen the fruit. Step 5. Now go into the inn, which is literally opposite the store, and talk to the owner and ask to organize your storage. Now you're going to sink all of your apples, grapes, ripe apples, and ripe grapes into storage. The good news is, whilst they're chilling in storage, they won't start rotting. So this guy clearly has access to a magic fridge or something, but you can store up to 100 of each, so you can keep doing this process for quite some time. And because it's now a new day after dozing off, the shop will have more grapes and apples in stock. So head back in and buy the max amount again. You can do this process as many times as you want before the next step. Step 6. Now it's time to leave Melve and summon an ox cart. This cart will take you to Vernworth. Once you get there, just run to the west gate where there'll be another ox cart. Then hop on that and take it to Checkpoint Rest Town. Obviously, you can click those off if you want to speed up this process. Then step 8. When you arrive, you need to find George. He's a traveling merchant and he'll be strolling around the area somewhere. If you can't find him in the town, you can always wait on a bench for a bit and he should show up. Once you find him, run over to the inn, take out your apples and grapes out of storage, and then go sell them to George. You'll then notice that instead of selling for around 35 to 50 gold, the ripened fruit now sells for around 300 to 400, which is crazy. If you don't want to sell the unripened fruit to him, just go doze off on a bench with the remaining fruit in your bag, and then go sell those to George for loads more than you would have gotten for the unripened fruit. Now, if you want to take this to the next level, pop a port crystal down in both locations and jump between the two. You can buy a bunch of fairy stones with your unlimited cash and just keep going. So have fun, subscribe or follow depending on where you're watching this, and thanks for watching.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, this Dragons Dogma 2 gold exploit is going to be short and sweet. You don't have to travel town to town, you just stay in one place making endless gold. And this is how you do it. Step 1, head over to Vernworth, it's here on the map. 2, go inside the building with the Riftstone, then activate the Riftstone. 3, once you're in the other world, instead of selecting new followers, click on the Riftstone. Click search, then click on advanced search, and change the minimum and maximum levels to 1. Step 4, once all of the higher levels clear out, level 1 followers will start spawning in. Just click on one and you'll notice that almost all of these followers have a set player quest to get 1 arrow, and you'll be rewarded with 10k gold. So it seems hundreds of players are in on this and helping other players out like a big community exploit, which is great until it gets patched. So leave the Riftstone with your new follower, run over to the weapon store and buy that exact arrow that they need. Then step 5, give the newly purchased arrow to your follower, collect the money, and then repeat the process. Obviously, you can speed this up by doing 2 followers at a time and purchasing 10 to 20 of each arrow so you can do the whole process stood next to the Riftstone. So I hope this helped. If you're looking to do the Sphinx riddles without losing out on any of the insane rewards, then click on the video in the comments. And of course, thanks for watching. Okay, this is an incredibly fast way to stack hundreds of thousands of gold whilst also flying up levels at a surprisingly quick rate. There's no real requirements here, so just follow along at whatever stage you're at. So step 1, get yourself over to Vernworth, jump on the West Gate ox cart, which will take you to Checkpoint Rest Town. Step 2, okay, now you're staring at Checkpoint Rest Town, just spin around and start heading this way. I'll walk you through exactly where you'll need to go and I'll speed it up a bit, but not too much so that you can't see what the hell's going on. So you'll want to head down the hill, avoiding all of the boulders and rock saurians, because these guys hit like a truck. As you can see here, I get taken out by one and almost lose half of my health. So just keep heading down and follow the path to the right. This one leads through a forest and past a campfire. Also, if I spin around too much, just keep an eye on the mini-map. That should help you get an idea of what's going on. So once you get to this ballista, you'll notice there's a dragon down there on the right. So just keep heading east and keep to the left as much as possible. You don't want to aggro the dragon. Eventually you can take a left and then just follow the path up to this castle. Once you get in the castle, just take a left and head up the spiral stairs that lead to a ladder. And obviously head up the ladder. Once you're up, just head east along this area and there will be another ladder on your left. Head up and you'll see some stone steps leading to a little castle. Now, if this is your first time here, you will come across a sleeping Cyclops, but of course, you can just run past him. At the back and to the left over here, there is another ladder, so head on up. Once you get up here, you'll find the entrance to World's End Cavern. Obviously, with this being sped up a little and it not being very well lit, you might get turned around a bit. So if you're trying to follow my exact directions, just keep an eye on that mini-map. So after you've taken out the bandits, keep moving through following my route. There is a stone wall that you'll need to knock down at some point. So if you see me turn down a path that is blocked for you, just give it a smack and you're all good. Now just run through avoiding all the annoying ghost enemies until you finally get outside. Step 3. Okay, we're here and we can begin the farm. A golem will rise up on your right, so just take it out by hitting the blue marks that appear on its body. So maybe make sure that you've got some pawns that do physical damage here, and then things will go a lot smoother because magic doesn't do much to golems. As you chip away at this enemy, you'll notice that it keeps dropping items. These items will be one of 3 valuable things: 2 different types of ore and magic medals. So be sure to pick all of them up as the golem drops them, and then when you finally drop the golem, you'll be able to loot his body for additional ore and magic medals. Okay, step 4. Now that you've rinsed the big stone boy, it's time to follow my steps through this very short tunnel here. And then from the other side, just head in this direction to a campsite. Now just sleep until morning and then go back the way you came and do the fight again. So side note here, up those steps there is where the start of the Sphinx quest is. And if you are interested in getting all the way through that without messing up any of her riddles, I'll link my video on it at the end of this video and in the comments. Now go slap that golem around multiple times. Just don't forget to pick up those items. Another side note here, sometimes very rarely, the golem won't spawn back in for some reason. I found that saving and returning to the title menu and coming back will sort that issue. Step 5. Once you're happy with your haul of medals and ore, you can head out to go find a merchant. I like to pop a port crystal down in the area just so I don't have to mess around with the slow slog of traveling here on foot. You know, unless I'm making a video about it, then I kind of have to. So just head out on foot or use a ferry stone and go sell your items. The copper ore sells for 100 gold each. The dappled ore sells for 600 gold each, and the magic medals sell for 1,200 gold each. So all of this is going to add up quite fast. Then if you want to get back fast, you can obviously use the port crystal you left behind. And if you need fairy stones, you can buy one from most traders with this symbol. They'll sell you one for 10k, then just go to sleep until morning for 3 days in a row, and then you can come back and buy another fairy stone. You'll be making so much money here that it really doesn't matter. So I hope this helps. Go check out my Sphinx guide if you want to finish it without missing any of the incredible loot. And of course, thanks for watching. This gold duplication glitch is literally like printing money. You don't have to travel town to town and you don't have to rely on other players. And this is how you do it. Step 1. So this first step takes about 10 minutes to get done, but once it's set up, you'll fly through this as many times as you need. So if you haven't got a spare one, you're gonna want to make a second profile on your platform of choice. I'm on PlayStation and my second user is literally just called Gaming Exploits. After you've done that, just start a new game and get to the point where you're in Vernworth. This can be done in under 10 minutes, as long as you're skipping cutscenes and spamming through any dialogue. Okay, so once you're in Vernworth, go and buy an arrow. It doesn't matter which one, and then go to sleep at the inn until morning. Step 2, now that you've got your arrow and you've slept at the inn, head down to the Rift. Head inside and set your follower's quest. Choose the arrow type you just bought and offer up 10k gold as a reward, or as much as you can. Now just leave the Rift, and the game should save as you leave, but just in case, maybe save your game. Step 3, so you've successfully set your quest and you've saved your game, so now it's time to switch over to your main user and load up Dragons Dogma 2. Because this is the character that will be receiving all of the gold, just hit load from last save. Then once you've loaded up, buy 20 of that same arrow you just bought on your second account, and then head into the Rift and search for friends pawn. Once you find them, summon them in. Now hire them. Click to give them a gift and give them the arrow. This will net you the 10k. Now you just need to speak to them, dismiss them, leave the Rift and save the game. And now this is where the glitch comes in. Okay, step 4. So you've now finished the quest and got the 10k. It's time to switch back to your second account, but with a twist. Be sure to load this account from the last time you rested at the inn. This will mean all of the progress you made initially setting up the quest won't be saved, which means the gold you spent on the arrow quest wasn't saved either. And because you bought the arrow before resting at the inn, you won't have to run off and buy that again every time you set this back up. So at this point, you just repeat the process. So head to the Rift, set up your quest for 1 arrow, offer as much gold as you can, back out of the Rift, switch to your main account, head to the Rift, search for your friend's pawn, hire them, complete the quest by giving them one of the arrows, dismiss them, leave the Rift, and save. Now switch to your secondary account, but load from the last time you slept at an inn, and boom, this account has lost no money, and your main account has gained plenty. You can also do this by rewarding things like Jasper and Onyx, and I believe these sell well over in Batal. I think like a few 100,000, but I've not tested that for myself yet, so go check it out. So have fun, check out the video I've pinned in the comments if you want to get through all of the Sphinx's riddles without failing any. Please do drop a follow or a sub if this helped, and thanks for watching.